Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, Trusted Gem. I am Goddess Quita, or you can call me Quita. Either one would do. I answer to both. I hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful um, day. Today is November the 11th, so we're in the 11/11 portal. It's also Veterans Day. For anybody that don't know, my granddad was a veteran. So salute to all my veterans. Salute to anybody that's in the army. Today we're going to talk about inner child attachments. This is something that I've been dealing with a lot with my collective. Um, but I didn't quite know what it was. Is when someone can be their inner child, but like their charismatic, beautiful, beautiful, wonderful self, but attached to the person's inner child is something highly demonic, meaning it's a facade that they put on. This they're their true self, they're their inner child, but there's also they're giving you your inner child at a price, at some kind of price, at some kind of treasure they're seeking from you to in order to in order to give you their inner child. So basically it's highly demonic, and it's like a exchange of energy, you know what I mean? It's so much more. I hope I'm putting this in terms where you guys can understand and wording that you guys understand. But basically, it's an inner child attachment, meaning this person is charismatic. You would think this person is it's a citizen, law-abiding citizen. You would think this person is like, how can I say it? Some type of, you're like, oh, this person is wonderful, beautiful, lovely, and then the other shoe drops. And then when the other shoe drops, then this is what I'm talking about. It's like something you can't quite put your finger on it, but you're drawn to this person. You're like, this person is so beautiful. They know how to express their emotions. They're emotionally intelligent, but it's all at a price. It's all at a price. So, a lot of children who were abused, um, who are abused, learn to cope with it in different ways. And the particular way I'm going to talk about the coping mechanism of a child who's been abused is someone who, like, they can be charismatic, beautiful. You can see them like, oh my God, this person is beautiful, this person is glowing. But when you're around this person is depressed. Like, they can go out and put on a show. They could go out and basically, how can I put it, they can go out and put on a show and draw crowds and crowds of people in, or they can be one of the best salesmen or saleswoman, and they have someone that, but when they go home or behind the scenes, they're always depressed. When you're around this person in their personal life, they're depressed. They're always going through something or putting somebody through something, or can't get right. It's that can't get right energy. This is a person who has inner child attachment. And it's hard to spot people like this because a lot of us are just living our lives. We're not looking for somebody with an inner child attachment. We just so happen to come across that person because either that person is drawn to us, or we work with the person or work with the individual. And 9 times out of 10, the person has a personality disorder. It could be psychopathic. It could be so many different variations of inner child attachment, but it's also a disorder. They either have DID, some type of mental disorder where they inner child was wounded. You know what I'm saying? And this is it's highly demonic. It's not in a loving way. You know how some people, you could do the worst of them and they still come out loving, still come out soft. Those are God's people. Those are people who truly hurt and wouldn't hurt nobody else because they have self-control. It's not like they don't feel the feelings or whatever, but they know that that's not the way to go, and then they put off, how can I say they put off, they circumcise themselves, like the Bible says. They circumcise themselves not to do that to someone else, meaning they have self-control. They know it's wrong and they don't do it. And this is the difference between someone, um the weak from the tear, how the Bible said, the weak from the tear, the weak from the strong people. Weak souls, if you do something to them, they'll put on a mask and pretend like they're not doing it and go do it to someone else and then play the victim. You get what I'm saying? Strong souls never play the victim. Strong souls will keep it to themselves for the most part, but you see them resilient. You don't see them talking as much about, other people and gossip and doing stuff like that. You will know the difference. You will know, but it gets tricky along this journey. So don't worry. It does get tricky, and don't worry because God will reveal all in the end. All pieces will come together in the end. Learn to ask God for clarity on people and how to discern people's spirits and moods and inner child, especially if you're a spiritualist, especially if you're a healer, especially a tarot reader. You want to learn how to discern this within a person's psyche, because these type of people will come to you for readings and ask like somebody else did something to them, and the whole time is them. And they're good at it's a chameleon like energy. They're good, but it's in a demonic way. Some people can be a chameleon because they're very empathic, they understand other people, but they're not out there trying to hurt the other people. They're not out there doing things at other people's emotional expense, so to speak. You know what I mean? So this is the difference between a demonic person, a demonic mental illness, and someone who's maybe have a mental illness but is loving, is kind. It's because the world has not been so nice to them, but they're still loving, they're still kind, they're still not out here trying to hurt people, harm people, rob people, kill people, steal from people. You get what I'm saying? So that being said, let's get further into this, okay? Someone in a lot of celebrities have they have inner child wounding and attachments. Some people have not been hurt to the point where they have attachments. Let's make that clear too. That's the difference between inner child wounding and inner child attachments. A wounding is something that you touch, it hurts, and it get the person to be triggered. But an inner child attachment is an adaptive coping mechanism that the person has developed in order to face the world. And this particular individual that I'm talking about, that I have had experience with, is a particular celebrity, and on top of that, they take on people energies. When you hear people say, how can I put it? I'll let people make their own decision about me. You want to be weary of people who say stuff like that. You want to be weary when people say, well, I am this, I am that. You know what I mean? Most people are solid with their, well, I do this, I do that. You do this to me, I do that. And when a person say, I'll let you decide who I am, it's because they don't truly want you to know who they are. 90% of the time, they truly don't want you to know who they are on the inside. And most of the time, they don't even know who they are because they never heal their inner child. They just have taken on people personas, personalities. They have taken them on throughout life and putting this personality on, putting this personality. That's why when you one time, because I was wondering how people can like, oh my God, 1 minute be gay and then like, no, I'm not gay, I was never, and can deny it. It's because they take on other people's personalities. You'd be like, but I know you introduced me to this person and I know what I saw, I know what I heard, and they make you feel crazy. It's because they're truly crazy. You're not the crazy one. You know what you know, but they're the crazy one. That's why you feel crazy, because that's what they're projecting onto you, that you're crazy. So that's what they're doing. 9 times out of 10, yeah, they are narcissists. They have they're high on the I should say they're high on the narcissistic spectrum. They would, if you was a psychiatrist and you were diagnosing a person, you would see that they were high on the spectrum. on the narcissistic spectrum, if not the psychopathic spectrum, because a lot of psychopaths do this too. They have that great charisma. Sociopaths do too. They have great charisma. They love. They'll say anything. They'll do anything. But at the time, you thinking that's that person's morale, and it's not. It's a persona they have put on. You know what I'm saying? So, in the I think the Indians is what who taught to basically skin how to skin a person and where they're skinning their skin, how to put on personas in another in the aspect. And this person has truly mastered that. This person, particular inner child, has mastered being a shapeshifter, basically mastered taking on people personas and applying to themselves as though that they were the person and killing off the original person, the original persona. You know what I'm saying? So this is a high level, probably psychopath or person with DDI. This is someone that is high, that will rank very high, if not check every single box on psychopath, on a narcissist, on multiple personalities, and they could all three work interchangeably, and most likely they will, because you have to understand psychopathics are not dumb, slow, or stupid. They are very intelligent. However, they're unstable. They're mentally unstable, and you will begin to see this throughout their journey, their life. You will begin to see a person's. You know how some people switch careers because they don't really know what they want to do, this and that. But you've seen a person that one minute they was a movie actor, and then next minute they're a doctor or something like that. I'm not saying everybody that does switch careers or just want to switch their some, but you will see this person when other people come around, or when others come around, you'll be like, well, this person was just this way, and you just think it's awful. Or maybe, you just, it's little stuff like that's a red flag that'll show you, okay, this person is unstable. This person is emotionally unstable. This person is not solid. Because how can you go from being bisexual to being gay to being um how can I say, a heterosexual, and then when you're a heterosexual, you could say that you have never been gay, never been on a man, never been on another woman. Take it how it resonates. You get what I'm saying? And you know that this person has done this, and instead of owning up to it and saying, no, yeah, I did that in the past, or yeah, God delivered me from that, or something like that, they will say they never. And this is how you know you're dealing with an unstable person. It's the little things like that. It's subtle. It's very subtle. It's very stubble. They're very subliminal people because they truly know who they are in the inside. From the core, they know who they are. So that main persona, that main inner child, that main core of who the broken inner child, they at the core they know who they are. So they'll give it to you subtle, subliminally. That's what they do, and it's it's very um this is very highly demonic and highly uh need to be to address, especially in the spiritual community. A lot of spiritualists, a lot of tarot readers out there. There's a lot of people mimicking people. There's a lot of people doing a lot of different things out there. And but the person that I'm talking about has been this way since they was wounded as a child, and they learned to take on people's persona and mimic people's persona. I have seen different variations throughout, whether it's my family member or an outsider or some romantic person I'm dating or a soulmate. I have seen this prevalently within my journey as a healer. I have seen this over and over again, and I have seen different variations, but the particular person that I have come in contact with is the person that has mastered, almost master. Somebody would want to call them a mastermind, but they're not a mastermind. Somebody that masters their mind is somebody that's in control, somebody that sees all points and this and that. This person is not a mastermind. There's a master shapeshifter. They're a master shapeshifter, meaning that they take on other people's personas, and they're very great at it. And nobody really catches it. It takes a high level discerning, intuition, intuitive person. I had to use all my gifts, and I had to go through so many things to understand this dynamic of this person. I had it before, and God brought me through a new season where I had to go through this with this particular person again to understand it on another level of who this person truly is. Because as a healer, that's what I'm here to do, to understand all variations of of wounds and how to heal them, and if it can be healed or do it need to be killed or cut off. That's what a master healer do. I am not God say I'm not a healer no more. I'm a master healer. So dealing with people like this will help you to level up too. Going through the warfare that I went through helps you to level up. It helps you to become a master of your craft as well. So that's why I take everything with love and a grain of salt. Because as you can see, these type of people are hurt in a child, and I do not feel sorry, because just like me, I had some of the same things that happened to me that happened to them, and is God said is all in how you deal with things that are thrown at you. It's all how you deal with it. Do you deal with it with love? Do you deal with it with blame? Do you deal with it with anger? It goes on so many different levels of how you actually deal with the particular problem in your life, or the particular wound in your life. And that's what separate the weak from the strong. A strong soul will nothing you. A strong soul will nothing you. I nothing people who mean me harm. I nothing you. I have no energy to return to you anymore. I've learned those lessons. I nothing you. Know why nothing you? Because I want to be able to continue to create a life in love, in peace, and happiness. If you have a problem with me, it's because you are truly evil. It's nothing that I have done, because I will apologize for something that I know I didn't do just to bring you peace. And if you still have a problem with me, then that understanding of someone like that is someone who has a problem within themselves, and they do not love themselves, and they are highly manipulative. These type of people are highly manipulative, and they will get people, groups and thousands and millions of people, whoever they can, to listen, to see things their way, to make things seem like they're not the unstable one. That's how much they want to hide their wounded. That's how much they want to overshadow their true selves. They don't even like them true selves, so they have to go tear somebody else down. Oh, this person is strong, let me tear them down so I can take on their persona, so kill them like they was a fake person so I can be the original. But this person, after this person get through using this particular person's persona, they're gonna go on to their next victim. So God bring people in like me who can solve the issue, and depending on how wounded the person is and how willing they are to heal, is how this thing will play out. I hope you guys understand what the Spirit of God is saying right now, because I get it loud and clear. I didn't understand it. I was in the midst of it. I was in the midst of warfare. Didn't even know I was in warfare. I'm like, I was just trying to live my life and build my coin. And that's when this particular individual want to pop back up out of nowhere. And I got another lesson to learn, just because this person is still so wounded. This person is still don't feel love. This person is still after me, after my grace, after my essence, because of who I am in the Lord, who I am in love, who I am in peace, who I am in kindness. They cannot be that. So they're triggered by it. So they have to come try to defeat it, because they don't understand it. They got to unravel it. They got to poke at it. They got to separate it. They got to, and then they want to try to be it, but they cannot never, even if they were to take my energy and embody my energy, they couldn't fully embody me, because I'm me. I don't want went through the circumstances that I went through. I don't want to have the mindset that I went through. I went through the many soul lessons of coming in different lifetimes to understand different aspects of my soul, to help my soul grow and to come into who I am as an individual at this particular point in time. So that being said, even if they were to do it, or even if it was possible, this person still would be that person deep down inside, because of them not actually doing the actual work themselves. You could experience somebody energy. You ever heard that saying, I'm gonna let you make a mistake because I'm gonna have to let you let that make that mistake because if I tell you it'll be too easy and you wouldn't fully understand it. It's that same thing. Sometimes you got to let people keep bumping their heads until they understand because they're not getting a full grasp. Maybe they're getting bits and pieces and aspects of it, but when they keep bumping their head, they keep learning. They keep learning. This is like a baby. They keep falling, keep falling. When they get tired of falling, they gonna walk. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So I hope you guys understand inner child wounding better and inner child attachment wounding better. Somebody that has a wounded inner child that has an attachment that is a type of coping mechanism that they learned throughout life in order to deal with life because they have an unhealed childhood wound. And some people be so wounded until they're no earthly good, meaning they're here just to teach healers and people of the light how deep a wound can be, how evil a person can be, so that they'll be ready for the next person who is created that way. Well, I want to say created, who is, well, God make us all in love, and then life, we born here either we're weak soul or a strong soul. It shows within your choices and how you deal with wounding. And when someone is so wounded and haven't dealt with their trauma so much and they rather hide and hide behind my mask, then these persons can be very toxic and very ill. And these are the type of people that are put on this earth to show you how demonic the devil can be, how, on what level of human existence that a person can be truly evil. Huh? So, you guys, I'm not going to hold you up for too much longer. I don't think I have any more time on my recording device. I'm going to let you go in love, light, and peace.